Okay. It started.
What up, bitch tits?
Welcome to yep.
Fuck it.
Welcome to Eagle Speak Paranormal's fourth webcast. You know, Zach, Blake, Charlie, the tech guys in taking a dump. That's why we're just starting kind of haphazardly.
We don't know what we're doing.
Chisholm says he missed us, and then some other guy.
Yes. Ash Husky.
It,
What up, Ash? I don't know who you are, but
How you doing, Ash? How you doing, Zim? Yeah, Zim. Yeah.
Timmy will be out in probably half an hour. I guess it's Timmy.
Yeah, it takes a while. All right. So we have a smaller group tonight, but tonight we're going to discuss humor in the paranormal. How does it affect things? Any ideas, boys?
Advance up the shit out of activity.
oh, Timmy's watching while he's on the toilet.
What up? So more detailed than humor in the
Yeah,
paranormal.
you're in camera.
We
Mm-hmm.
what we're trying to say, or what we're trying to get out, is what do we think about, high energy, goofing off, like what we do on camera, having fun. Does that affect, the EM fields, the energy that they can draw from? Is having fun, being yourself, is that better than being a somber, boring, or using an EM pump?
Basically,
Timmy says the English better.
thank you.
I don't know words, and I've got pizza in my face.
Basically, our process is we usually go 2 or 3 times and walk through a area, a building, make jokes, laugh, have fun, different types of fellowship. Basically just being friendly, smiling, laughing, having a good time, trying to involve the property owner or proprietor of said establishment with what we do. And then on the third run through, we go full paranormal investigation mode.
Well, kind of. We still joke around on it.
We still joke around, but it is much calmer. And we find that on this third run, we'll usually get some form of activity. And we're not sure if it's just the energy we put off from the previous few times walking through, checking out the area, making sure where everything is so we don't run into things in the dark. We find that for some reason it seems to just amp up the energy. What are you guys' thoughts on this? You're the replay.
There's nothing.
Gotta give him a minute. We still have horrible internet. Why does no one ever empty this trash can?
How many viewers
to
we
do
got?
something. 3.
3?
Timmy and
We're at a new record.
I think we had 4 last week.
Oh, dang it.
God. They don't just have to see my pudginess. I probably went blind from the whiteness.
Chisholm says that's why I said it. Is it part of the stream of human curiosity?
Consciousness.
God, why did I think it was curiosity?
That's why I said, is it part of the stream of human consciousness? Deep thinking on the toilet. Timmy posted deep thinking on the toilet. So what Tism's saying is it all part of human consciousness? Maybe having fun, maybe we draw out something, being friendly, maybe they're more comfortable to be with us, or maybe we're insane and just are making everything up. That could be a part of human consciousness.
Well, the idea is
We are insane. We don't make shit up. That we
if we're comfortable at said place, the things in that place could possibly be comfortable with us, more comfortable with us. Now, if we're afraid, if we're apprehensive, if we're angry or worried, quite possibly they will be too, and you won't see anything at all.
Oh shit.
So shit, what is it?
Well, my
You
second.
probably hear you fine, but
You
Are you
can't.
moving?
You can't necessarily tell, but I think my son may have set his testicles on fire. He's dancing around.
There we go.
Timmy, how is the audio?
Okay. Tism says the unknown has always been part, though through the ages of times. Second reading.
Why is he over there?
Mm-hmm.
Just so he can't be on. Just so he doesn't have to be on camera. Our audio is good, yelled the poop boy.
You couldn't just say that on the chat. I almost yelled back.
Alright, yeah. The unknown has always been a curiosity to everyone. Whether you're religious, whether you're non-religious, there's stuff out there that can't be explained. We do our best. I mean, Tim and Zach here, they're the everything is paranormal kind of people.
Use the chat!
That's what he's saying. He said, what fun is that?
Oh.
What fun is using the chat? It's not. Yelling across the house is much better.
Yes, yes, because I'm sure nobody can hear him.
But, Tim and Zach, they're more of the everything's paranormal. They look for paranormal. And then me and Jeremy, the guy that you guys have never seen, the guy that we haven't even really been in too much contact other than, you know, talking on Facebook and shit.
Just imagine Zach, but tall.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
Just imagine Zach's size, but taller than Tim and me.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Like, what, 2-3 inches taller than me.
Ah.
But we try...
Ow.
We try to debunk everything. We try to prove that... We don't try to, like, disprove that anything can or can't be paranormal. We try to make sure that nothing that can be explained is what caused it.
So, did everything come out all right?
Very liquidy.
I think
Very
he was-
liquidy day.
We didn't need to know that.
I think he was going to do the little delay with the internet thing and wait a few seconds to answer you that too. I would have, 'cause that'd be funny.
Yeah, whatever. Alright, well now we got him
I don't
reading
know
the
how
chat.
far behind the delay is.
We got Timmy reading the chat so we don't have to listen to Blake stammer through some shit.
Charlie, I like your responses. Says Tism.
Awesome.
Says Tism.
I like to think I'm redneck philosophical.
I like to think that. Wow, I just scratched my balls on camera. You're all welcome.
I like how he's realized that and continued to scratch his balls.
Yes.
He's like, I just scratched my balls on camera.
Here, I'm gonna scratch my butt right between you guys.
Why are you sitting between us? There's an entire couch over there.
So what do you guys want us to talk about? You tell us and
Because
we'll
I'm a
start
fat ass.
talking.
You look flippin' beauty between me and Charlie.
Did you all work? You all. Wait a minute, here. Motherfuckers. I gotta scoot my ass back. I
I
can't
might not be
slide.
as broad as Tim, but I'm pretty sure I'm. Well, he's got boots on and I have no shoes on, so he's probably taller than me. But
I got better tits.
No. No, you don't.
Be
But
different.
anyway.
I got little tits, but I can make mine dance. Because they want to know that.
Because women love it when
Do
you
you
pop
all
your
work
pecs.
your butt off? Well, sometimes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I work in a factory. Days it's easy. Some days I don't stop moving for 12 hours.
Pretty much.
I drive a bus.
I also drive a bus and work with the developmentally disabled.
Sometimes I work with the developmentally disabled. Sometimes I am development stroke.
That works. Blake throws pizza.
Sometimes I
And
just have
everybody's like-
aneurysms randomly.
Blake's just like, God damn it, y'all have real jobs.
It is a real
The
job.
funny thing is, when you said
I
Blake
took
throws
3 years
pizzas,
of.
I just imagine him like picking up pizzas and
Throwing
chucking
them at
them.
people.
Take it.
Sabbatical?
You took a 3-year sabbatical.
Oh, I thought it was crack spackle.
What's the sabbatical?
Isn't that a religious, like...
You think vacation.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
That's
I
awesome.
wish I had your money.
Jealous.
I don't know. I don't even...
He's a cyber fucking nerd. Security officer. Of course he made a lot of money.
Good point, good point. How do we get
And
to
here
that?
I was just
How do we
gonna,
get into that field?
How do we do that?
here
Question.
I was just going to be a male stripper, but then I remember
Question.
I'm
Where?
fat and can't dance.
Question where?
Question
Sneeze
what?
like a motherfucker, just saying.
You know, you probably should
No,
just
no.
ask the question.
Watermelon.
Watermelon.
You
Pink
know that
lemonade.
feeling when
Just
you want
yell
to sneeze
watermelon.
but you can't?
Yeah, and you hate it?
That's the most frustrating feeling in the world.
Steak
Go
watermelon.
sneeze.
What's
I
your
don't know
question?
what it is. I don't know what it is about that word, but it's magic.
What's your question other than?
I thought it was pineapple.
We always
No,
revolt.
pineapple
Pineapple's
juice
the
is a
safe
safety
word.
word.
No, we don't have the same.
We don't share the same safe
Don't
word.
get those ideas.
They have the same safety word. It's not our safety word. It's a video off of Facebook.
His is pineapple juice.
Yeah, his is
Mine's
pineapple.
pineapples.
No, mine's not pineapple juice. That's somebody else's. That was off a Facebook video.
Oh.
I just
Actually, I got that from Kevin Hart. He was like, pineapples, pineapple.
my safety words.
Yeah, it's more like.
When using tools like the radio frequency thing, how does that work? I'm assuming he's talking about the spirit box that scans radio channels.
The SB7 Spirit Box. It basically periodically scans through. It scans through every
Wavelength.
FM wavelength.
My fat ass still hungry.
Periodically, depending on how you set it, you can set it small. You can set it for a shorter burst, longer burst, and basically what happens is sometimes things will talk through different radio frequencies back through it.
Or we'll just listen to the fucking radio.
Yeah, or
because
sometimes
it just
we
picks
pick
up
up the
only
radio.
the radio frequency.
Now, there's some debate about whether you're just hearing the radio.
Mm-hmm.
See,
we've got
I'm one
some-
of those persons that kind of thinks like that, but the thing is, what makes the radio answer the questions?
in the way that we
They
get.
do.
Like, we had a private home. We asked over the SB7 spirit box that. SB7?
Yep.
Over the spirit box, what the name of the house owner is. Well, at least the wife. And it came back with her name, and there's no way her name was across the radio at that point
just at
in
that
time.
exact moment. At that same.
Also, it is
Also,
it's
it was
not
a
a very
cross-
common name.
It was also across three
or
different
four,
frequencies.
Yeah, 3 or 4 different frequencies.
So,
Also, at that state lodge, we had an entire conversation with an 8-year-old, some little girl that told us she was 8 years old and was answering every question. Now, could that be a major coincidence? We had like 14 answers in a row
That's an
that
awful
all
big
made sense. So, even me, I'm gonna say that was not a coincidence. But
the odds of that happening are like 1 to a gazillion.
million, yeah.
Yeah. Imagine the mind fuck if that was.
if they
Yeah.
answered 14, 15
Yeah.
questions
And
perfectly,
these are fired right after one after another. It's not we didn't wait. We immediately got answers
Yeah.
across all these channels.
with
So
the SB, we don't. We try to give time when we're just doing recordings.
Zach just
But with
fed
the SB7
pizza to his crotch.
Zach's crotch likes pizza too.
The monster's hungry.
Zach's crotch also, his name is
Sometimes the
Remington.
monster's gonna eat.
Remy, leave him alone.
all right. Well, he also says good question, but listen, guys, there is a hearing also in play, and what does the hearing?
You're thinking of matrixing. That means the human mind trying to basically make sense out of
What is that?
unintelligible noises or pixelated pictures, different types of things. Matrixing is actually more in play in a visual sense. Hearing, you can sometimes get the idea. You can be standing on a bridge and the wind will blow just so, and it sounds like a baby crying.
But we had how many people in that room? 5? 5 different people hear the same exact answers. Now the odds of matrixing happening for the same exact words
For the same
across
exact
5
thing.
people.
And we weren't all like gathered around.
Yeah.
We were spread out,
And-
probably 20 feet apart.
Yeah, we were all spread out through this big room. Like my living room isn't even close to the size of that. room.
Probably 4 of this room.
Which you guys can't tell how far
Minimum.
it is because I have the camera way back. Well, I'd say the camera's probably 15,
10, 15.
10, 15 feet from us.
It's over yonder.
That's
It's
about
way
10.
over
It's
yonder.
yonder over
About
there.
10.
So we're in a pretty big room.
You mean lost the conversation?
No, they just said I understand Tennessee. Thanks.
He's insane. I'm insane.
We're all insane.
You have to be a little insane to record
Tony.
yourself talking to yourself in the dark.
Freaking disk to fix Charlie's computer real quick.
Huh?
Should I get the Windows 7 disk?
Yeah, you can if you want to run over and get it. Just ask Frank, tell him I need it.
Well, see, that's
I would
another
bring
thing.
back here doing that.
He
I
says,
will do
question,
that.
would I hear in English or in my language? Well, it depends. If you come over
That
here,
only
female over
everyone,
there is Robin.
everyone over here, you're gonna hear English.
Yeah.
If you,
She used to be a stripper, believe it or not.
Yeah, I know.
If you're in, Britain,
Okay.
you're going to hear English. You're going to hear their English.
What we believe you're going to hear is the person's native tongue that passed away.
Yeah,
I don't
that
think
would-
we're going to hear somebody
Yeah.
from
Like-
you. We're going to understand if it comes from over where you live, where it comes in
Yeah.
your native tongue.
Yeah, if we were to ever go over there and do something, we wouldn't even know what we would have
Yeah.
because you can't translate something you don't know. Like,
So
we
we-
couldn't even use a translator unless we had someone who spoke that language. And
See,
all of us
that's-
are single language people because we're kind of dumb.
There have been, not with us particularly, but there have been episodes where people will get EVPs in a different language than they know. Case in point,
What is that group?
Taps.
Taps International?
Taps International, they constantly got EVPs in languages that were foreign to the American people.
Hence the international, though, too.
Yeah.
So they went to places that spoke that language.
Yeah, that would rely solely on the spirit of whoever.
They did say,
has passed.
good answer, by the way.
So logically, here in America, we could be talking to, Indians that don't speak our language. And
Pennsylvania Dutch.
there's a lot. Many immigrants from way back when, if they're spirits, they probably still only speak their language. I don't know if it's possible to learn after you pass away, if you remain here, or what happens.
But we also have to take in account, we don't just have intelligible spirit hauntings. We have essentially just recorded in time, like one space of time. So like battles, they say that sometimes you can still hear battles from the Great Civil War going on.
The Great
And
Civil
the-
War.
Our Great Civil War, not yours.
And
I wouldn't
Our
say it
Civil
was great
War.
as
It was
Civil War.
it was like 600,000 people from one country dead.
It was a
basically,
great war.
basically,
We won.
the idea is
No matter who won, we won.
what it is.
Kind of like getting a participation trophy in soccer.
He might like
Here,
football.
you did okay.
He might like football. I don't know what nether.
American football.
Basically, a spirit is a spirit. It's a spirit of the person that died at the time. Whatever language it spoke, whatever particular dialect of that language it spoke. The person is a person. Just simply put, like I said, you're just going to not necessarily, unfortunately, you're not necessarily going to know what that word is. We've never really ran across it, but we do know a couple places we can go if we get something that sounds like it's an actual word,
That we don't know.
but we don't understand what it is. Like the Helmick Bridge investigation we did, we got a word, serracious.
Serracious.
Oh yeah, and we got one at the state lodge too.
And we looked that word up.
We
couldn't
used
find it.
Google. We tried voice chatting, all sorts of things. We can't even find anything about any of it.
But
Maybe it's from your country and you know it. We have no idea.
No, because if it was trained like that, I'm gonna say it's probably a language that isn't spoken
Yeah.
anymore. It isn't known at all.
Or a
Because
name.
we used to have.
That it could have
It
been
could
a name
be a
too.
name too, but we've had Native American groups that never learned their we never learned their language. They died out too fast for that
Or
to happen.
there are Native American groups that are still alive, like that still have holdings together, but we still don't know their spoken language because they have learned to speak our language to us, but only speak their
Case in
language
point
to
would
them.
be the Navajo Code Talkers of World War II. They actually used their Navajo dialect across the radio to fool German enemies because they could not figure out the code, i.e., their Navajo language.
Is there a difference between demons and spirits? It all depends on
There is definitely.
how you look at it. Most people don't believe. Well, it depends on your religious point. Most people don't believe. If you don't believe in God, heaven, or hell, but you believe in ghosts, then most people would say a demon is a spirit. But if you're religious, yes, there's a huge difference. Demons are fallen angels, according to the Bible.
Yes, and
the
let's see.
Christian
I
A
posted
Christian Bible.
I posted a thing spoken from a Catholic priest that states that they believe all spirits go to purgatory and either purgatory or heaven, or hell. There is really no choice, but demons can come back. That's the idea that every spirit is a demon, which you run across a lot with most of the paranormal shows on TV today. About everything that even seems the slightest bit dark, there'll be
Demon.
Demon. It isn't necessarily a demon. And don't get me wrong, dark things exist in the paranormal field. They truly do. They're not quite as prevalent as they would have you believe
Probably turn the
on
TV
the,
so we can watch ourselves.
on the TV shows. They're not quite as prevalent. As a matter of fact, I think we've run across two things that could be possibly dark.
Yeah, there's
But,
a difference between.
I mean,
there's a difference between being evil and being a demon. Things can be evil, horrible. There are evil, horrible people. That don't make them demons.
just take some of these movies, these scary movies like Annabelle or The Conjuring. They're based off of what was said to be a true story, most of them, or a majority of the story. But none of those were demons. Well, Annabelle was a demon. It was literally a demon summoned by the cultists in the beginning of the movie. But in The Conjuring, it was just a witch who was a disciple of Satan. So Satan allowed her to stay in that house.
Basically, she was evil, but not.
But she wasn't
turned.
She was
what
a
we call
spirit
it
as
that
a
would
demon.
possess. She was not someone or something that crawled out of hell in the first place.
No,
Or
she
crawled out
started-
of whatever, you believe evil spirits or evil anything comes from.
But according to, well, at least the New and Old Testament, demons are fallen angels, and the only thing that can be a demon is a fallen angel. So it really depends on your religious preference.
Anyone else? You got anything to add, Zach?
Not really. It pretty much sums it up.
Pretty much, not exactly, but all demons can be spirits, but not all spirits are.
How do you explain
Yeah,
that many
pretty much,
paranormal
yeah.
groups exist?
Because the question is
Curiosity.
unbelievably, is there life after death? Is there something beyond now? That question has existed in the minds of men since the beginning of time. And we also have that question, and we're going about looking for it the way we do. And other people go about looking for it the way they do. Like this past weekend, we did a paranormal investigation of a old schoolhouse with another paranormal group.
Which I attempted to record, but all of our batteries died.
Yeah, all of our batteries.
Yeah.
died.
Like, we started recording, and we didn't really catch too much in there anyway. But from the moment I started, which all my batteries were fully charged when I took them, and I fully charged them while I was there, and they died almost immediately. So that's either telling me, hey, my batteries have gone bad, which when I'm here at home, they seem to work fine, because I put the camera on, and it recorded for a while. So,
Which I need to apologize for that investigation. I unfortunately got explosive diarrhea and had to vacate.
He left about 2 hours before we left.
Yeah.
was the hunt a success?
There is one thing that I haven't got to see. We review our own footage over time, and of course, all of us work full-time jobs, except Blake. And all of us work full-time
Because of
jobs, so
fucking
it takes me a while. Which, like I said, we only go investigating every other weekend because Charlie
These two.
and
Because our
Zach
shift switches.
switches back and forth every 2 weeks. So
Which
it
is
gives
why
us
our-
2 weeks to go through the stuff.
Oh, this one's for you. For your explosive diarrhea.
Thank you. It was horrible. You have no idea how bad it is when you really got to go and the only bathroom is all the way across the school.
No,
Crap! Or when
No,
you have
I've
an hour
had that
drive
all
home.
day today, and you don't know how bad it is till you're driving an hour and a half from Columbus.
Not that sucked. But yeah, like I said, there was one interesting thing that I don't know if we caught it. I actually was watching it on the monitoring system, and it looked like two eyes briefly appeared over our REM pod teddy bear in the gym. And of course I saw it and I busted ass to get up there, but unfortunately I don't know if it's recorded or not, or whether we needed to switch over disc. Our normal our normal monitoring guy, Joe, wasn't able to make it. So we were trying to monitor, investigate, and everything at the same time with basically we had kind of a skeleton crew.
Well, back to the original question real quick with the paranormal groups. What caused us to start ours?
Curiosity.
Curiosity.
We went to a
Bigfoot
Bigfoot conference and decided we were gonna have some fun afterwards. Visited a few graveyards. That was still during the day, but
And not every
Well, yeah,
not
there's
every group starts that way. Now
several
some
different-
groups
yeah.
go, well, I'm a scientist and I want to be the first to discover if this is real because
Yeah.
I want to make a name for myself.
Yeah.
We're not that kind of group. We just do it because it's fun.
Yeah. Really, the way we started, I mean, you guys had talked about it.
We did
Me
one
and
real
Tabby
we
investigation.
did
actually-
one EMP.
Yeah.
EVP.
You guys talked about it, did an EVP. Me and Tabby actually were going to start doing it, and Tim overheard us talking and kind of invited us in on his thing.
Which we already
Yeah,
started doing,
yeah. And then
but
But
essentially
Eagle
from that,
Speak Paranormal
Yeah.
started after the Bigfoot.
pretty much, yeah. We
Conference,
both
which
had
was
our own
pretty bad,
ideas,
but-
and then we kind of collabed into
It all kind of meshed together.
one, yeah.
Which today was supposed to be Tabby's first time on the podcast. Unfortunately, she
her
ended
attention span and memory is about as tall as her legs.
Yeah, wait till you see how tall she is. She's like this tall, and she's and that's with me sitting down. She's this tall. She's gonna hit me for that.
If she sees this, she will.
But yeah, hopefully eventually we'll get her on a podcast.
Why? Why is that a hope?
Yeah, why is that a hope? I don't know if we want Tabby on a podcast.
Because she's prettier than all of us.
Not that much.
Okay.
I beg to differ.
I was about to say
it's
that's
true.
not true. Have you all seen this?
I love the flag Blake in the background. It's true.
Blake,
Because it
Hit
is
me
true,
up when
sadly.
she's got a beard like mine.
Blake.
I don't think
thinks his
she
right
wants a
hand-
beard. What?
Of course, Blake. Of course, I will admit I've seen Blake looking at Tabby's butt quite often. That's
We've also
He's
seen
also
it.
made
We
dirty-
also know he's
dirty,
fingered a
yeah.
whale, so his choice in women aren't exactly. The
He's
great.
made dirty comments
got
to her
thrown
at work, by
fucking
the way.
dog.
he gonna hit a motherfucker with another motherfucker. But yeah, okay. Where are we? Poor Tim. What Timothy said makes sense.
Man,
Which one?
somebody agrees with me. I hate all of you. This is my new friend.
So,
What did you say?
I'll fucking remember.
No.
we always come up with a topic. What do you want us to talk about next week? It's your choice. What do you want us to talk about?
Watcher's choice. It's
Yeah.
like Weight Watcher's choice, only we're not giving you food because fuck you.
Because we have food for that.
We're having a viewer's choice next week.
Here's
We're,
choice.
no, he has to. He is a Weight Watcher because he watches us put on weight.
What would
every
you
week
like?
with
What
pizza.
would you guys like us to look into?
Fair enough.
And bring forward to you next week.
What kind of prosperity and fortune? I about went down a dark path.
How do you go down a dark path with prosperity?
I wasn't gonna say prosperity, but I saved it.
The door opened by
Pornography?
itself again.
No.
No, it's changed.
That'll be the one that got thrown out before the podcast started.
Jimmy!
You're not supposed to be here
Can't get it till tomorrow.
because you're in trouble. Oh, by the way, shame him. He has he's a week straight of AEP.
Which is in school suspension. Because you guys probably
Not American Electric Power. They yelled at me for that.
Sponsored by AEP,
He
not the electric power.
He won't give it to me.
Is he over there now? Though?
No.
Why are you putting something else on my hard drive when it's a motherboard's going to be in fucking 2 or 3 days?
A week.
It was from today till Saturday.
Now we're talking
Because
about
I'm
the
not building
shortfalls
the
of Amazon.
computer till it gets here.
Yeah, he fucked up my computer.
I did not.
Twice.
I
What did you
tried to-
do?
I tried to close Twitch.
Bad thing is, I
Bad
played on his
thing.
computer.
He's actually Charlie's hard drive. Like the first time, Charlie's hard drive was having a hard time. Blake did something, and I don't know what it is. He unhooked Charlie's hard drive because he was using Charlie's computer, and he
was
plugged his
never
hard
unhooked.
drive in.
It was never unhooked.
Oh,
It was
well,
hooked
that's
in
the
entire
problem.
time.
Well, that's the problem.
He fucked up my computer. We fixed it. He fucked it up again.
He broke the
So
hard drive. He
basically-
broke the first hard
So
drive
I'm,
somehow.
I
So
put about
basically, you never
$800
let
into a
Blake
new
touch your
computer that I had.
And then Blake was. What happened was Blake was trying to shut a program off, so it quit starting up when the computer started up. And he didn't even get to click on the program. He clicked on it and the whole computer crashed. Like the moment he touched the mouse, the computer was like, no, fuck you. And just shut down and completely crashed.
So pretty much I'm waiting on a motherboard, I've got my processor, got a new hard drive, got fucking
I got a
new
processor.
a new operating system.
Thanks, Blake.
You're still not supposed to be here.
Well, he's off camera and messing with the dogs, keeping them for God.
Needless to say, I put way too much money into a computer I haven't touched yet.
I put a lot of money into my computer too.
Now look at me, I bought a $300 laptop from Walmart. It still works.
Don't let Blake touch it.
I spend money on
That's
shit
why
I never
it still
use.
works. I know.
No, Blake said he got on there and found your porn stash one.
Porn. I got it. Oh my God.
You want to see some porn?
You want to see some porn? We got.
We'd send Blake out to carry it in, but he couldn't.
Probably weighs about twice what he does.
We moved. Tim, me, and my brother here, Charlie, moved one of our coworkers, one of me and Tim's coworkers, and he gave us 3 big totes of magazine.
Why do you smell
Porn.
like...
Vintage porn.
And let me tell you what, we almost threw out our backs lifting this shit.
Almost
Like-
1,000, 2,000 magazines, somewhere between
Easy.
1,000 2,000.
Probably about 200 pounds of porn.
Dude
Yeah.
had way too much time on his hands.
Way
Dude
too
had-
much other things.
I
on
was
his
about to say,
hands.
dude had way too much something else in his hands.
We didn't look through them, so we don't know if they're sticky or not.
Oh, no, God, no.
Why? Why
You
are we
just
on
painted that
porn?
image into my head.
You're welcome.
Why are we on porn?
I hope I put that image in everyone's head.
They'd have to know.
That's nasty.
They'd have to know. But anyway,
Have mercy.
so what questions were you guys interested in? Like you'd like us to discuss?
What? Who is in the basement? Wait, who's the basement whale?
Yeah, we cannot use
Let me
regular
think.
names.
How do you record on a hunt?
We'll just say Blake's axe.
No, we don't use our phones. We use our phones for audio recording, but
Yeah.
we actually have 4 security cameras that go to a home base, and then I got 2 DVI cameras. I think DVR cameras, whatever the fuck they are.
We have night vision cameras.
We've
With
really
night
got
vision.
3, but
We do have basically
Zach never
we have
brings us.
bunker.
Zach's
Basically,
is really bad with audio.
we
though.
have Bunker Hill security cameras. We use them as static cameras. During our investigations, we have, of course, a millimeter.
He is possessed, I think.
We have a
Who's possessed?
Wait, who's possessed?
the dog.
James?
Or-
Jimmy.
Wait, is somebody supposed to be possessed?
I don't know, he said he is possessed, I think.
One of us? All of us?
All of us.
Who's possessed?
Half of us?
Me?
3/4 of us?
This kid?
Dude, we look
That
buff.
kid?
We look ripped on that.
Yeah, we
No,
do.
we don't. I still look like the same old fat guy I always was.
I'm fairly certain I look very defined.
We've
I like how
lost
we're
them,
flexing.
We lost them.
We're just
We
sitting
have
here staring at
we have one nice guy
a porn
watching.
guy.
Oh,
Porn
could
guy.
be.
Okay, yeah.
Could be.
Their coworker.
Yeah?
Yeah, could be.
Maybe.
That
He was-
or he's very lonely.
Yeah, he might just be really lonely. That's-
He said it took years to collect that much, which I could believe. I mean,
Yeah.
how old is he? Like your age? 40 something?
He's probably about
mid
50.
50s.
Mid-50s, I think.
50s? Holy shit.
And now you just offended our one viewer.
That's a lot of porn for a 50-year-old, though.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I mean, to each his own. You wanna go? I'm not gonna tell you can't do nothing.
I'm still gonna be spanking it until I croak.
Okay, I've
Yeah,
got to
ain't
say
no
this.
woman able to fucking make me happy.
I've got to say this. Think about it, guys.
No.
All that money and all that porn, still cheaper than a wife.
That man is a
Just
genius.
buy a pocket pussy and you good.
Sounds like
Get-
the paranormal, guys.
Just get fucking internet. Who the fuck needs all that porn?
Yeah.
Zach tried to take it back. We just bring it right back.
So,
So there we go. The possibly possessed guy is actually smarter than I am. Spent a lot less money over life.
Yeah.
You got any world issues? You want to talk about anything going on?
LOL, what happened? You don't want to know. Just moving on. Back to what was our original question for the night?
I think we've covered that one.
Humor.
We're pretty good about beating a dead horse. But we'll answer a question and we'll go right back through and start whooping
We don't
on
need
that
to
motherfucker
beat.
again.
I don't care about you
I-
beating your horse, Zach.
I over-explain
We're done with the
everything.
porn, okay? We're moving on.
Did we just establish it?
You got a horse
Never
cock?
mind. Never mind.
You got a horse
Pretty
cock?
sure that's what Timmy just said.
Well, that's what you just said. Beating a dead horse.
Why is it
That
dead,
means
Zach?
your cock is dead.
I'm not that old.
Damn, Tabby, you
I'm
fucked
not
him
that
up.
old. We take things too far.
Everyone,
sometimes.
everyone, enjoy Zach. This may be his last moment on Earth.
He gonna be good.
I'm good.
If Tabby was here, she would be like, "It's not a horse."
Oh God!
Oh, she'd be like more like a stud field mouse.
So, how about what we got to talk about, guys?
How are other groups working together? I watched some of the live feeds from other groups, and they are nuts, I think.
Do you not think we're nuts? Because that makes you nuts.
We're a good kind of nuts. They're nuts like they don't know what the fuck they're talking about, pretty much.
A lot of
We
times,
know what we do.
A lot of times people are out there for answers. We just go for fun. And if we catch something along the way,
Yeah. And
That's
a lot
how
of
it
them,
is.
I
So-
promise, are fake. They
Well,
do that trying to get views. I've watched several different people on YouTube, and they're fake as hell.
The problem
When you-
is with people are out there, like TV shows, they're out there to make money. Half that shit probably never happened. They fake it. A bunch of them have been caught faking it.
Come here.
People are out there. They
Yeah,
try to
for
get views on.
example.
They try to get views on YouTube or on
well,
whatever.
man, Grant quit. He was so mad.
Come here.
Views on YouTube or whatever.
Next
they try to get
podcast, at the
the
end
only
of the
reason
video.
we even put
Shut up!
ourselves.
You're not in this.
You need to
The
put
only
Zach's-
reason-
the
shut
video
up!
from my trailer.
Shut
Shut up.
Zach.
The only reason
He's
we
seen it.
even we put ourselves out there is so
I
maybe
don't
you
know.
guys
Leave
can
Zach
learn
alone. He
something.
is cool. Sorry, Zach. Well, I
Thanks,
didn't know how
brother.
cool you were.
Thanks, brother.
So maybe you guys can learn something, so we can have fun, so you can laugh at us, make fun of us, because we're a bunch of people that really don't care what anyone thinks. Zach somewhat does.
Zach is the only one of us that really
Zach
like. He'll
does,
get
but he doesn't.
defensive. He'll get defensive in public because he realizes he stepped too far, and then we just took it way out.
Yeah, he steps out, and then we kind of push him off. the
He'll
cliff.
go a little over the line. We
just kick him off.
We
the cliff.
push him so far out of his comfort zone that he starts screaming like a child.
I've
say
never
that. I
seen
don't
him
think
scream
he
like a
does.
child, other than when he was afraid and about ran over a child.
I'm talking
Well, when he
metaphorically.
tried
You
to
don't
run
do
over
it
the
literally.
Nah, not literally.
When he
Yeah.
tried to run over the child, that was
We
That
try.
was a hell of a juke move.
Yeah.
We do it. We try to get answers. We try to have fun. We try to, anyone that watches us is probably gonna laugh and think we're stupid. That brings them comedy. That brings them humor.
It makes everybody a little happy.
Makes us a little bit harder.
And on it, and honestly,
Hi, Zach.
in all absolute seriousness, a lot of these paranormal groups they take themselves too seriously. They're trying to use actual scientific theorem to prove something that can only be proven in one's heart, soul, and mind.
Or after you die and you see what
On
happens.
top of that, when you go looking for something, you tend to look like a goddamn nut.
You can't be the most intelligent person on. Zach still has his glasses shields on from work.
I do.
I just noticed.
Yeah, Tim,
You-
correct. It's not stupid.
You can't go out there and talk to yourself in the dark and try to get things to answer you back and
Yeah.
still try to act like you're the most intelligent motherfucker that's ever been.
Yeah, we're.
Yeah, there
I-
was one time Zach posted a picture. It was one of our pictures on a paranormal hub.
Oh man, that was crazy, wasn't it?
And this guy
He was fighting.
went off and started ripping us down. First of all, Zach just asked, can anybody make sense of this? And, anybody who would know anything about photography, because this is when we were just getting into it. We didn't understand it. This guy went off on Zach, so I ripped this guy a new ass. And I was pissed. That is not how
Also-
you should react in this situation.
Not
We're
gonna
supposed to
lie, I
work
did
the
too. He
fucking
kind of
out.
made me sound like a bitch. I was arguing too.
Yeah, he was.
He just jumped to my
Oh,
defense.
He was.
Sorry.
He was.
Yeah, Zach was
Timmy
definitely
just
defending.
defended him. The problem is, people we also had someone who we were gonna let join our group. We decided, fuck that. She didn't know. She took art school and she tried to make a big point about how shadows appear in front of people when you use a flash.
First of all,
That doesn't work.
No.
We have
We've
decided we are not taking anyone's who's been through art school or camera photography school. We're going to look at things from a scientific point. We're actually relatively intelligent. We like to have fun, but we understand how fucking the world works partially. You know, we can figure it out.
But
Yeah, we've had quite a few. We've had quite a few questionable pictures. The one of Jeremy, and actually there are pictures on the website if you want to look at them.
On the
which
Facebook
we
page.
have tried to recreate, and it's not possible.
Yeah, there's a picture of a shadow standing in front of the one that the
The big
one
guy.
member who's not here. There's a shadow in front of him on that picture. They tried to inform us that the flash basically backlights it.
Which can't work because the flash literally lights up everything in front of it. So
We-
there would have had to been a person standing in front of the flash
Yeah, there would have been
to cause that shadow.
had to be someone in front of the camera or covering the camera or the flash in a perfect way to form a body but not show up in the picture. We tried everything we could do to recreate it,
And
just to prove that we were right, and she still this person still blatantly tried to
Refused.
argue with us, so we decided that she was no longer allowed to be in our group.
On top of that,
I
people
think
were
so.
arguing that we were using other light sources, so the camera wasn't flashing. But the only light we had were
only-
flashlights and the camera flash, and the flashlights weren't on. So
The fact of the matter is, the
That-
shadow would have only appeared in front of Jeremy
If something had
if
covered
something
the flash.
behind him was brighter than the camera flash. And there was nothing behind him brighter than the camera flash.
except for a window and a wall in the middle of the night.
Yeah, in the dead
No, I
of night.
thought it was the fridge.
No, he was standing in front of the window
Was he?
at
I
the
thought he
more.
was-
There
That's
wasn't
more
a fridge.
far.
Also, the photo in question where these guys got into the argument on the paranormal board, they were trying to say, one, it was a cobweb. No, there was no cobwebs. I can't remember if I was smoking. It might have been cigarette smoke.
No, you
I
weren't
remember.
smoking.
It was
we
it was
went
the
over
headlights,
this.
right? What,
We
what looked
recorded
kind of
the
like
headlights.
headlights, but we couldn't tell.
But-
We're not saying there were headlights, but there were no cars, there were no headlights on. There were just two bright-ish orbs in a mist or in a smoke that we were trying to figure out. And we're not the best with cameras. We're not.
Now, while like I said, I will admit it possibly could have been cigarette smoke. The two little light bursts that look exactly like headlights.
Where'd they come
How
from?
would that happen, even in cigarette smoke? And that's basically what we were kind of asking, and the guy was just being a total ass.
But back to the whole, you can't be a smart ass cunt and be a ghost hunter because you look like a fucking retard when you do that.
You look like an idiot at all
And I'm not
points.
even kidding. Everybody on that hub went after this guy and told him just to leave because of what he did, how he reacted to us when we asked. And he thought he was so smart and good, they just told him to get off the hub. Like they're like, don't come back
Yeah.
here. Because he was apparently, he wasn't just ignorant to us. He was ignorant to everybody.
Yeah,
And
he's
you
done
can't
that
do
before.
that when you're chasing things that don't exist, quote unquote.
You
Or that
cannot
can't
try
be
to
proven.
use
Not that
actual,
they don't exist.
That
That
can't
can't
be
be
proven.
proven.
Can't be
You can't use actual scientific theory to prove something that cannot be empirically proved.
But-
Okay.
But he's not saying that we can't use science or, logic to try to
Yeah.
prove what it is or isn't. Like, that's what I do. That's pretty much my job, is to try to figure out, when we find something,
Hey,
I
Blake,
use every bit of
that
logic,
Blake is in
everything
the
I can pull out of anywhere to try to figure out what it is.
Hey Blake, grab me a drink, quick, please.
To try to figure out what it is, and
Thank
if
you.
it could be, could have been us, or which is why when we catch stuff, we try to recreate it, because we don't know everything about lights, we don't know everything about cameras, we don't know everything about audio. So our best bet is if we can't figure something out using logic, science, fucking equations of any sort that we know, we try to recreate it. We try the exact same thing we did the first time to see if we can make. Like, we have a picture that looks kind of like a guardian angel, or kind of like some sort of creature in a green mist.
Yeah.
Well, the green mist was the night vision from my old camera, or my old phone. We recreated that no matter what we did, no matter what positions we were in, no matter what we moved
could-
around the room, no matter what lights were anywhere. We could not make it look like there was. We could make the green appear. We could not make
Yeah, we couldn't
the
put it in a
figure
shape.
in shape. Yeah. So we still say we think it was guardian angel. We think it was something there. Anyone anyone can prove us wrong. No one can prove us right. But we have, what? We had like 30 pictures of us trying to recreate this exact thing because it was like the last thing we did.
No, we're definitely not secret. Everybody knows what we do around here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Actually, a lot of people invite us because they know us personally.
they know we're all relatively good people.
Relatively good people. Actually, most of our community thinks we're outstanding
We're
citizens.
pretty good.
Even though we're assholes.
We're also sometimes we're nutcases, but everyone seems to like us for some reason.
For some reason.
For some reason.
But no, we don't
Because
do this
we're
in
not-
secret.
Probably because we're not pretentious assholes.
We don't think we're better than you. We don't. We think we're better than Blake.
We're not afraid
I
of.
thought you were recording.
Oh no,
We're
he's
not-
probably.
We're not afraid
I'm
to
just gonna
take
do
in.
it.
He's probably fingering a whale.
phone?
Yeah,
Shut
throw a
up.
phone. You gonna finger a phone?
Hey, it's possible. God damn it.
No, it's not.
But if you tried, what was I saying? God damn it.
Put your finger in that little hole right there.
ADD, it's a bitch.
Next subject. We've been
No,
on that
wait,
one
wait.
forever.
What the fuck was I saying?
I don't even remember, but that's how
Yeah,
that's how exciting it was that I don't remember what the fuck we was talking about.
That's how exciting.
Next subject.
Oh wait, no, that's what I was about to say.
Next subject.
When we bring other people in, we listen to what they have to say too.
Yeah, we try to get
And we listen to
expertise
each other.
from more than
When-
just us.
Yeah, when we do personal, what we call the personal paranormal investigations, which is why we haven't been posting a lot on the page, we don't do that without their express. We don't post anything we've gotten from
I
their
don't
homes
understand.
without their express permission,
I don't understand how to take this.
and we don't.
Ask him, he's old. We're the Dalton brothers.
And what is I Lucky Lucky?
The Dalton brothers on. Basically, it's like a
Singing duo or
no.
comedy duo?
Wild
Goes
West
hunting.
gang.
Oh shit.
Kind.
Yeah. We're pretty much we're a gang of our own.
But
We don't pillage or murder anything.
We do rape occasionally.
Well,
no, I'm kidding.
no.
I'm kidding.
And
I'm
you
kidding.
fucked us up.
And we're
and we're done.
No.
Our one fan.
You
But
know, I
anyway,
was just thinking this is gonna be so fun trying to drive back over.
We'll have Tim lead you or whatever.
well, you can get taken off, and I'm leaving him in the dust.
Oh, I can get there, but no telling how many mailboxes and people and whatever else
Deer.
come back home
But
with
basically,
We found a deer in
like
my
I
truck
said,
on the way back
we
with rates.
include the people that asked us to come investigate, and basically what we do is we don't try to cleanse a property unless it's something dark, unless the property owner wants us to. And
We will occasionally fart in the house.
there are a lot of evil spirits released like that. Yes, I will say, but like I said, we're there to help people cope with the fact that, well, they're not crazy. A lot of people that experience paranormal activity, literally because of the
Did you
way.
say porn?
He did.
A lot of people who
Said
experience porn, paranormal activity, is what he just said.
He started to say porn. I think he got pour out instead of para.
A lot of people that experience paranormal activity, especially if they've never
I watched
Never
porn
seen
for the first time and I
anything.
can't cope with it.
never seen anything like it, literally think they're going crazy. And
It's because you are.
And when they ask us to come in and look for these things, basically what we're trying to do is document the fact that they're not crazy. That something is going on there that isn't normal. And that's basically what we do for them. We go, we investigate, we gather evidence. If we get evidence, which we have on 2 of the 4 occasions we've been out for private investigations, we show the property owner, homeowner, apartment renter, whatever, okay, here's proof. Something happened here. Is this a ghost? I don't know, but this certainly is something that isn't normal. You are not crazy.
Like Tim said, we only remove the spirits if we think A, it's a dark spirit.
We have never removed a spirit.
But we've literally never removed it.
We have
We
never
will
ran
only
across it.
attempt.
Well-
We will attempt almost anything, and we will try to do whatever anyone asks. We will let anyone come with us.
But only
that's not
if we
entirely
think
true.
it's
we did
dark.
Try once.
We did try one.
We have tried
Which-
once.
I believe we got it locked up.
I think we did do something,
But
but
we have never removed, we have never guaranteed that something's going to
No,
stop.
nothing's guaranteed.
We have, I don't
and
think
we
we've ever
only-
even said we
we
might
only
think
attempt it.
that.
We only attempt that kind of stuff if we think it's really dark and the owner or proprietor is very terrified, or B, there are children involved.
And
Because a lot of times when you do that stuff, you can stir it up and make it worse. And
If
it
you
doesn't
fail.
work.
And we do have a person who is we can't exactly, she doesn't want to be called anything, but we can call her very spiritual, that has dealt with things like this, that will come in and help cleanse a place with us so that we know it's done.
Or at least we think we know it's done right. There's no background checks for when you do that, when you look for someone like that, so you literally just gotta go off of what they say. And in this county, that's not exactly the best option sometimes.
We will never guarantee that we will fix a problem like this.
No.
We will never guarantee.
All we can guarantee is we'll do
We can
everything
try.
we can to help.
We can do everything in our minds, in our power to help anyone. I mean, the one person that we have removed from the group was because she was being pretentious and trying to talk like she was better than
I'll
someone.
do a hard dab. But we're not dabbing, you crazy. This isn't Eagles Peak dabbing normal.
What in the world?
We're not
Zach,
yabbing
you
dabbing
got
do
it.
it. God damn it, Zach. You got him to do it, you happy peep. Excuse me, Jerry.
Yeah, we don't dab.
We don't know.
We do that.
He dabs. He just
Yeah,
punched
it's
me in the
true.
face.
That was the first and only time I've ever done that. And I just wanted to punch you in the face, so.
But
Now,
I guess
actually,
it's
it's on
like-
the other kind of dabs. But we don't do that.
Yes, thanks, he said. We did good. I really want to join you guys. Yeah, obviously you can join us on the hunt. If you ever get the chance to come over here, we've already given you a spot. We don't have a problem with that at all.
we may need a translator.
Well, I mean,
Some
if
of
you
your
can type
English
it
is
English-
pretty. Your English is pretty okay. Like, we understand most of it,
Typing and talking can be different.
Yeah.
but yeah.
We
So
might need
I'm
a
more than-
translator.
We may strap a.
I'm excited
We
to
may
have you
strap
come
a
over.
computer to your face.
We'll bring him a notepad and some pens.
No, we'll turn you into Steven Spielberg. That's not
I'm
him.
pretty sure
Who's
though.
that?
Stephen Hawking.
Stephen Hawking. We'll make you
Anyway,
Stephen Hawking.
Steven
we're not trying to sound rude. We
Okay.
really are excited. If you do come over here,
If
it'd
you
be
do come
awesome,
over,
man.
Yes,
and
we will.
by the way, if
Like
he
it.
understands our
I
English
speak
to type,
Coca-Cola English.
if he understands our English
I don't
to,
fucking understand what Coca-Cola
I
English
don't know.
is.
If he understands our English to speak to him, so he can type back, he probably can speak English at least a little.
He understands it well enough.
Yes, most Europeans are multilingual.
Well, looking at his
Us
looking
Americans
at
are
his
just
Twitter,
assholes.
looking at his Twitter, he does a lot of stuff in English. Like, he's half and half on his Twitter, so he should be able to understand us for
Yeah.
the most part.
Us
English
Americans are
videos.
single language assholes, pretty much.
Speaking of
Very few of us know multiple languages.
I know a
Yeah.
very little bit of German, but that's
speaking of your Twitter, I'm gonna message you on Facebook later. I got a YouTube page now, so
Yeah, you
If
might
you
want to
like-
follow if you want to.
if you like
ignorance
assholes,
and
follow.
hilarious.
If you like assholes, follow Zach.
yeah, it's gonna be fun. I mean, I haven't done too much right yet, but it'll be cool.
The Three Sisters is not a good place to stay. I've never been there, but
It's not a bad place. It's just really, really booked all the time.
it's
Especially,
Is the Three
It's
Sisters
because
the
it's in
one
the,
over by?
it's in the middle of town. It's
Okay.
right there. But
And
What
on
about
Tree-
is the
it
Bavarian Inn still open?
The Bavarian Inn, that's actually a rental of a house.
it's not open.
no,
It's
I'm
not.
Why don't you go stay at Burrow?
That's what I recommend.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Burroke's
Burroke-
probably the best.
Burroke-
And you
Burroke's
can
State
actually
Lodge.
rent the haunted.
There is a haunted cabin
Cabin.
on Baroque. It's a cabin 20.
We have yet to rent
22.
it.
22.
We have yet to rent it and investigate it. So maybe we can do that. That's
Actually,
why-
that's one of our plans during a summer deal where it's a little warmer. Go out, have some fun during the day. Pass out because we're super tired, but act like we ghost hunted a little bit.
Yeah, we seem to do that about every time.
Yeah.
That's just
Except for times we end up with explosive diarrhea. Jesus.
Explosive gonorrhea. Wait, what? If you guys got fidget spinners, you could spin that like summoning a spin.
You know what? I've
Alright,
actually
Pete,
got like
Pete,
3.
You're a nut. You're a nut.
Who's
Fidget
that?
spinner.
PVXD.
Do
If
fidget
you guys
spinners
got fidget
summon
spinners,
spirits?
you should spin them while summoning a spirit.
I don't think we can do that. We've never summoned a spirit nor got rid of one.
We were
we
claiming
don't-
to try to summon a spirit. I don't think. I mean, we've
No,
called upon. We've tried to like.
get rid of one, but
We've tried to like bring them.
It's
to light,
not
and
actually
like,
Baroque's not actually a conference site. Baroque is a state park.
Yeah, Baroque's a state park.
It
There's
does have a
lodgings.
conference center.
It has a conference center, but it's not. It's actually a hotel.
It's a hotel. It's
basically.
It's
So
a
a
lodge.
vacation
It's
a
a
it's a
lodge.
lodge.
A fancy word for hotel,
Yeah, it's just a more expensive lodge or fucking hotel.
Actually, I think it's cheaper than most hotels.
Yeah, I think it's.
Well, I mean, where it's at,
It depends
so-
on which rooms you get.
You could always also rent rooms at the Stockport Mill.
That would be very, very
Fidget
cool to go
spinners
something
and
that.
summon a meme god.
Oh
Zach,
my
you could
God.
totally summon the meme god.
This
You got
is-
the beard for it. Where's
this,
your fidget
This
spinner?
Peep guy is Zach's new best friend with everything he's posting. Next, all he's gotta do is bring up a vape and he'll be Zach's buddy.
So, I don't know who you are, Peeb, but look me up on Facebook, Zach Jenkins, McConnellsville, Ohio.
Yeah, you may not want to.
You do.
Okay, you may want to, but you may hate Zach after.
You may hate me afterwards, especially if you're liberal.
Your
or-
dog shit on the sidewalk and I stepped in it. I hope he died of parvo.
That is not how that goes.
Nah, nah.
That's pretty much how.
That's
it went.
pretty much how it goes.
That's kind of how it went, but in different words.
But
Exactly.
basically, his
What are
his
fidget
state-
I
spinners?
hate
Don't
you.
worry about it. We're not talking about fidget spinners. We're talking about paranormal.
I can go grab one if you want. Actually, I don't know where mine's
I
at.
don't know where this is.
I don't know where any of mine are.
I was looking for one.
That was like a big thing for like a month.
Yeah. You know, they're all 50% off at vape
I have a taser. Hey, Dad, come here.
shop.
Hey, Dad, come here.
What?
Come here. Let me touch you with this.
Shh. Let me shove that up your
What is
ass.
Come here, Zach.
Are you supposed to be not talking since you're in here?
Boy, you gonna find yourself flying out that door.
Son, if you stun gun me, you gonna get this size 12 and a half out your ass. Son.
Screw that.
Well,
Take
see,
a
you
like
stun gun,
five?
shove
Where'd
it up
you
his
get a
ass,
stun
push
gun?
the button.
It was mine. The problem was it was a gag gift, so you know you
Oh.
press the button and it shocks you. Well, they broke it, so now it actually shocks out the tip.
No, I fixed it.
So now it
No,
actually.
actually,
Well,
it
hey,
shocked out both sides, so both parties
Hey.
got
Oh,
shocked.
both parties got shocked.
You didn't do it?
No,
Bitch.
it's gotta be on skin.
How's the weather in
Bitch.
Yeah,
February?
it
No, it
does.
Cold.
No,
This
it
one does.
Cold.
Cold as shit. And
I know,
very
we
icy.
didn't get any snow in February.
Yeah,
last
it's gotta be
year,
on
but
skin.
It was still kind of chilly.
Bottle flip the
He's
drink
like,
guy with a
"Fuck
phone. Yeah, I did it.
Zach, come here. We'll find out. if
Does
it
it
works.
snow much? We're not looking.
No,
We're looking at a pretty mild winter, I think, based off of nature. 'Cause
I don't think so.
first of all, have you seen the hornet's nest outside my house? It's damn near on the ground. We ain't getting much snow.
Based
According
off
to the
of
Farmer's
nature.
Almanac, this is going to be one of the worst winters we've had for a while.
We had,
Farmers
like,
on
one
Arbanet. But yeah, goddamn strokes. They don't beat nature.
Shut up.
They're usually pretty accurate.
They are usually pretty good.
Zach,
Oh,
give me
you can't tell me nature works out very well, because last week it was like 40 degrees in the morning, freezing balls, and you're like, man, it's gonna be a cold day. 3 hours later, you're sweating because
Yeah.
it's like 70.
This thing had
Yeah.
Nature don't mean shit.
Well, he's saying
Usually
is
the animals in nature do know what the weather's gonna be like.
They have like a special like
Here's the thing.
intuition, I guess.
Here's the thing: it's beginning of November. We still have yellow jackets, so we're probably looking for them out.
Or a late
Yeah.
start winter.
That could be true.
We could be having a late start winter.
Last like 3 years have been like no snow until
Zach.
fucking February. And then
Bullshit,
it
we had
jams.
snow on Thanksgiving.
I want to taste you.
That was it.
You
We
taste
had
yourself.
what 2 snows
I
last year?
can't. He keeps
Yeah.
running.
We had snow on
He
Thanksgiving
like
and
Jeremy.
Christmas Eve.
Jeremy
Wasn't it?
tases everybody. Jeremy tases himself by accident.
Zach,
Jason.
go ahead and give up your social media stuff. All my social media stuff's on my YouTube page.
Like, let me see
Um,
your head.
Well,
Yeah, come on. Don't be a bitch.
Literally, there's little buttons
I'll do it.
underneath my. If you go down into where you're chatting, there should be buttons that link you to my Twitter, my Facebook page.
Zach, I
all
did
that.
it. You let me do it.
Zach isn't linked in there because Zach's gay. No, I'm kidding. I just haven't put Zach on it. I can add Zach in the description later.
Zach Jenkins.
Except for I'm really fucking lazy, so the odds of that happening is
Yeah,
slim
just
to
look
none.
me up on Facebook, Zach Jenkins, McConnellsville, Ohio, and we'll go from there, and I'll give you all the stuff.
Zach, bet you won't. I heard you wouldn't.
But I wouldn't what?
Tell you so it is.
It doesn't hurt that bad.
I'm gonna throw you.
You're not
I'm
even
gonna
supposed
shove
to
that
be
down
in
your
here.
goddamn gullet and
Next.
tase the shit out of your pubes.
What? He's like 6. He doesn't have pubes.
Shut up!
Why's the 5-year-old running around with a stun gun?
Because it's mine.
Mine!
Next time you open your mouth, I'm throwing you outside. And I'm turning on.
Ah!
Should that count?
That should count.
That should count.
What?
Go get
That
your
one
No,
didn't.
banky.
If
sit
the other
down.
one didn't.
Go get your banky and your car's coloring book and goo goo gaga.
This is what you.
I swear to God, if Zach gets tased and goes down, I'll laugh for an hour.
It's not that powerful.
No, it's
It
literally
feels like
just a
somebody
shot.
just poked
James.
you.
It's like one of those trick pins or like
BB
holding
gun,
gun.
bitch, go. Get out here.
Boy, shame him. Everybody shame him.
I would not shoot a child with a BB gun. That was a joke. I wouldn't really.
I
do it.
would. Get the
You're too
fuck
old
out!
for this.
But I will hit him with a car battery.
You're too old for this.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, this stream went to hell.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
how
it's
it
been a
usually
pretty
works.
good one.
Except for we talked about rape and
Yeah.
a few other things.
Yeah, we went a few. Yeah, like,
We went down a few dark paths.
like always, we go over the line.
Where is the line? Society's line or our line?
You know, you
'Cause
gotta
I
cross.
have no line.
You gotta cross your own line of decency from time to time to know that you still have one.
Eat my
So.
fucking dog, dipshit.
We only crossed yours. We haven't even got close to mine. I don't have one. Because I don't give a shit what society says is right or wrong.
Now I have to taste the motherfuckers.
No.
I ain't afraid to taste
Didn't
anybody.
you just get rained out?
Probably dead.
Good shot.
Well, that taser was.
Well, it
shitty.
looks super weird because it landed in between two like snow orb thingies. So now it looks like it's. You touch it and I'm kicking your ass.
Oh my god, that's
Tammy was there to get your ass kicked. It was earlier.
Oh.
It skipped to like halfway through the
I wouldn't
stream.
get my ass kicked. I didn't say it.
I went where I paused. It showed up wherever I paused.
Tism say anything.
LOL.
All right.
Fair enough. What's next on the agenda?
Get to the chopper.
Let's get to the chopper.
Why can everyone impersonate Arnold Schwarzenegger, but he can't say California? California. California.
Who the hell farted?
Probably my dog. She probably came in here, farted, and then walked away.
No, it was Blake.
It was like,
Blake's laying on top of it.
It was not me.
And it was James.
actually, it was probably Artemis. But she's
Yeah,
right
maybe
there.
it was your Artemis because it is birthday. So.
Oh God.
Or it was Tim.
No, that is not my fart.
That smells like old man fart.
No.
Yim, what is your star sign? Yim. Who the hell's Yim?
Tim, probably.
I'm a Scorpio. As a matter of fact, my birthday was Monday.
I'm a Capricorn.
I'm a Leo, motherfucker.
I don't even know how to pronounce it, but Aquarius or
You're an
Aquarius.
Aquarius.
He's an
What?
Aquarius.
He loves to swim, don't
Blake's
you
a gay and James is a midget.
Woo!
Blake's like, what the hell?
know? What the fuck is Blake's birthday's in October, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
I don't know what it is. I'm Leo.
Who can make the loudest fart? Probably Zach.
It's something that starts with S.
Oh, probably
Look
Tim.
it up,
Sagittarius.
Maybe Tim. It'd be
Sagittarius.
between these two because I fart
We can
really
make the
quietly.
loudest burp.
Actually, the louder the better because the quiet. Never mind.
The
Silent.
quiet
I was
ones,
gonna accuse people of being gay, but
the quiet
Never mind.
ones usually are gay.
You just said you farted quiet, now you said it.
Mhm. I have silent but deadly.
And no, we don't hate any homosexuals.
We like
You
to
do
make
aliens.
we make
We don't
fun,
fuck aliens
We'll
here.
take we'll
We'll
take
hunt
them
for
along
them,
on ghost hunt.
but we
don't
won't
care.
sex them.
we will make fun
They're
of
fairly
anyone
nice individuals.
indiscriminately. We make fun of Zach for his beard, and he's got a cool ass beard. We'll make fun of gays. We'll make
He
fun.
has
of,
a half cool beard. It's still growing.
it's not wizardly yet.
It's
yeah,
not wizardly.
it's still
yet.
Not
growing.
wizardly yet.
Yeah, so we make fun of a lot of people because we don't care. You can make fun of us too. We
Is
don't give a shit.
wizardly a thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, make fun of the old fat
You
redneck.
shall not pass.
But no, we do not have sexual relations with aliens.
I got the gray one. What the fuck?
Unless they're aliens to our country.
The
Some of
simple
those
fuck.
chicks are hot.
Timmy, shut up.
Alien chicks are
We will
hot.
do. We will look.
Aliens to our country, you know, immigrants.
No, we don't give a rat's ass about it.
We-
talking about the Mexicans, homes.
God damn it. We will look
It didn't
for
say illegal aliens.
motherfucker. I'm gonna start slapping some bitches.
So just because they're Mexican, they're illegal.
No.
No,
Not
That's what he
sex.
just said.
He says not sex.
we will look for anything. Jeremy is actually our aliens guy. Not here. Probably won't be here for a very long time.
At least
Well,
a year.
Actually, I think the 10th through the 14th will be. Of course, we'll be working.
Yeah.
So.
But we will look for anything.
Ah, my
That's how
eye.
we take
We
paranormal.
will
Anything,
look for Bigfoot,
anything that isn't normal. Bigfoot,
aliens,
aliens,
Sasquatch.
ghosts,
ghosts, spirits,
Sasquatch
demons,
is Bigfoot.
Big Dick Jones.
snow Sasquatch, which is Yetis.
I've lost interest in this whole conversation.
What's a Big Dick Jones?
Thank you,
I'm
guys.
not so sure I want to look for that.
What the hell? Where do we find these people?
This is
Well, I
his
fucking
house.
live here. This is my house.
Yeah, we're probably not gonna be looking for anything called a Big Dick Jones.
We already found him.
We will,
Ogopogo, Loch Ness Monster, any cryptid, anything
What the hell is
that you want to.
Ogopogo?
Lake Champlain, Champ,
Is that-
the Ogopogo.
The honey badgers. We'll find the honey badgers.
America's version of the Loch Ness Monster.
Okay, I've never heard of it.
Isn't the Loch Ness Monster everybody's version of the Loch Ness Monster?
Except that one's in Scotland. This
Yeah,
one's in
Lockie.
America.
Lockie, I think is what they call him, is in Scotland.
Nessie.
Nessie.
Locky.
Lockie.
I swear I'm not drunk.
Yet.
Yet.
He's gonna be drunk driving home with no headlights and it's fucking pitch black outside.
Welcome to America.
Bye.
I don't drink and drive, actually.
He doesn't drink and drive.
Bye, plebes. Have a good night.
Have fun.
Have a wonderful time.
See you,
Thanks for
brother.
joining us.
Hit me up on Facebook, bro.
Brada.
Brada.
We're Hawaiian now. Oh, that was weird.
I don't have to do Hawaiian.
Well,
Brada.
awkward
It's like,
silence.
I think I kind
Fuck
of.
the children.
It's like
Hey, we get there on Hawaii.
Not literally.
pretty sure it's kind of like.
What's Hawaiian time? We'll get there when we get there. That's all I got, and that's from
Fluffy.
Gabriel Iglesias.
Fluffy. Yes, anything that is considered beyond normal. I think we've said this before. Anything that's considered beyond normal, no matter what it is, we will look for it. If we have any thought that
I'm
maybe-
not gonna say it. Nothing.
Which is how we all found each other. We are not normal whatsoever.
Not really.
Should we let James ask one question or what?
No.
No.
Shut the fuck
Put
up.
your hand down.
The gays got enough rights when we let them get married, so. You just said over there.
Half the country won't let them get married. I don't give a rat's ass. They have every right to be as miserable as the rest of us.
Pretty sure they're allowed to get married everywhere now.
Pretty sure they are now.
No, I'm pretty sure there's still some states that fight it.
Either way,
What's your question?
Here in-
Does it actually pertain to
Women.
anything paranormal?
No.
here in Eagles Peak Paranormal, we don't give a fuck who or what you are. You can do what you want.
Just don't fuck us.
Just don't bother us with it.
Yeah, we are actually very open-minded.
Who
We
is
are-
married? No one's married.
I'm married.
Tim is married.
No, he's not.
18 years.
He's
I'll get
regretted
married
it since
the day I
day
die.
2. He's regretted it since day 2.
You regretted it since the first child was born.
Timmy was the first one. Hey,
That
you're,
backfired.
you're his favorite. Shut up.
I'm not his favorite.
He is his
Nobody's
I
my
just paid more
favorite.
for
I
you.
love you all equally.
Yeah, he loves all you little shits equal. Fuck y'all.
favorite. He said all. Timmy
I
said
hate
all,
every one of them motherfuckers.
I hate. Yeah.
I hate all of you equally.
Except for Blake. He's my special child.
Aww.
But he needs a helmet, so it doesn't count.
It doesn't count. We all understand why he's loved in a different way.
He grows an afro helmet every year.
Yeah, he has the helmet of stupidity all the time.
Yeah.
We just shaved it off though.
Actually, he attempted to do it on his own. I have some pictures of that.
I don't know if it was meant to sound that way or whether it did, but.
Yes, because none of us like his afro. That's why we call it the helmet of stupidity. It makes him look. It makes him look like that.
Zach, where the fuck did you go in this
He
conversation?
went dark.
The Blake was
He
left
went
to
dark.
Oh God!
Oh,
Oh
God.
no! I thought you were talking about me calling him retarded with his helmet.
Oh God, he died.
No,
Oh,
you
God.
said that Blake was left in a different way.
No, he's not. That was dark.
Only by Zach.
We love Zach. He goes dark a lot.
He also goes dumb a lot.
Try Master jokes are not funny. They're fucking
Why'd you put me in the
hilarious.
middle of
All jokes are funny. You just
Go ahead, talk about incest
Get
porn.
James out.
He's in.
Yeah, I'm the incest porn guy.
we're the kind of people we don't give a shit. All jokes are funny to us because we can differentiate in between a joke and reality.
Yeah, we're not some pussy ass pansy bitch who can't take a joke.
Pretty much.
Fuckers.
Like we make fun of everybody.
I'm sure
we make
there
fun
are
of
a
each
million
other.
redneck jokes floating around.
Go ahead. If you got some redneck jokes, go ahead and tell them. We don't give a shit.
Zach does not need to marry, nor does he need to reproduce.
Hey,
No.
man, did you say that, bro? Was that sad?
No,
He'll
he
lose
said
his beard.
Zach needs to marry, then he will lose his beard. He's probably got like
That
$200
would be a
in that
double
beard,
loss.
and that's
Yeah.
dumb.
Yeah, he probably got about almost the same
Okay.
amount in his beard as he does his car.
I
Truck,
have,
baby.
I have seen
Truck,
the beard
baby.
oil.
That's not much money.
That's not much.
It's only like $30 every fucking 10 days or some shit.
Depends what kind of bottle you get, but usually about a month. 30 a month for everything.
That ain't bad.
Nah. That's oil, balm, wash.
How long is this stream been going on?
14 seconds according to that.
But let's see. Paranormal. What time is it?
Game time!
It's 20:39.
That's
That's
8:39.
8:39.
Yeah, we do military time on. Never mind.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I know. We don't. Actually, yeah, we do.
Yeah, you
Supposed
do.
to, but we don't.
Yeah, we do.
is a question pertaining to
The clock is
paranormal.
automatically for you.
All right, James.
1.
Is that what's in that trailer?
What?
The back room?
No.
When you try to kick a demon out?
What
Yes.
about it?
Yes.
I was right!
You guys tried to kick a demon out?
Well, me and...
Well, I don't think it was a
Stacey
demon.
did.
Yeah,
Whatever.
you guys. That was the worst crew to send in there to get rid of a demon.
The,
Hey, it's in that fucking candle, isn't it?
We got dumb.
I
dumber,
don't know.
dumbest
Is
in
it?
literally, the video shows the K2 going off.
It
only
won't
with
go
the
off
candle.
anywhere except on that candle.
So whether it is actually in the candle, we don't know. But if somebody lights the candle, theoretically, it'll be free.
So, yeah, I don't think we actually planned on anything like it happening. We accidentally caught something. I think we accidentally caught it. That's awesome.
Well, the
So
idea.
Well,
take the
not the
candle out in the
accident
middle of
part.
nowhere and light it.
Yes, basically that's the idea.
Or
No,
keep it.
We want to keep it.
No.
Why would we want to keep?
Because
it?
eventually
For
that
Hanukkah
candle's
collection.
going to melt down on its own.
Why would
wax?
we want to keep a dark entity?
For a Hanukkah collection.
So we shove it up people's
Well, if it's
asses
dark,
when
it could
says,
be cool to try.
You need
it
to be
because-
cleansed by the blood
What
of
if
Satan.
somebody screws you over? You take that candle,
And shove it up their ass and light it.
something like that.
Tim,
Maybe if you light it, maybe it would release it.
Fat old guy, do you believe
So-
in the afterlife?
I do. I do believe that there is something beyond this plane.
I believe I'm going to heaven.
I do believe that
Redneck
sometimes,
heaven, but it's heaven.
and I do, and because I'm a paranormal investigator, I also hold the idea that sometimes spirits can get lost. And when they're lost, sometimes it just takes the right push to help them find their way home.
It's another reason we do this because we can help anyone that's stuck. So why not?
I think we've helped somebody before that we think was stuck, and I think we helped to move on because we haven't had any activity from there anymore.
The bridge.
Which one was? No, it wasn't the bridge. It was one of the other places we went. I forget where it was.
I don't know.
I don't remember.
I remember the
There was
bridge.
some little kid.
I remember the bridge like.
The covered bridge?
No.
The trailer back there?
No.
I know we promised that several times and still haven't delivered.
It's because we can't.
That's why we don't promise anything.
Well,
We have zero
actually-
I
guarantees.
screwed up and promised something. But
Actually, what it was is we've never gotten a child since then. we've gotten the dirt.
We haven't got the child since, well,
Mommy.
debatably.
No, because Mommy was.
Hey,
before.
you're the one that was trying to throw Stacy on the ground. That's all I.
But Mommy was
Eat
before.
this!
Mommy was before we promised the little girl we'd help her move on.
I said, I make no promises to anything, but
That
I'll
was
try my
one,
damnedest.
I think.
No, we promised the next investigation we went over there. We all were in the living room. She was talking to us.
Yeah.
Talking to us means she was using the K2 to communicate.
Yeah, that was that one crazy night.
Wasn't it when
Yeah, that
Mommy
was an
cried?
insane night.
Zero mouth. Zero mouth.
Zero mouth, shut the fuck up.
If you have a
Sign
question,
language counts too.
Did you just flip off a 6-year-old?
if you have a question, you raise your hand. We might
Although
call
frowned
you.
upon, it's not illegal.
He is 13.
We might call you. We're assholes to this little kid because he doesn't know what consequences are, so he doesn't know how to shut his mouth.
Like a boss.
He also has in-school suspension all week long, so he doesn't deserve to be here at all. His ass should be in the corner or in his bedroom,
Standing on his tiptoes until his legs give out. Okay, maybe not that extreme, but
That's what we got when we were
Hanging
little.
from
We
his
just fell
toenails out the
asleep.
window.
I was never
always
made to stand on my
saying that.
tiptoes until my legs give out. I was made to
Don't
stand
worry
on the
about us
floor.
hanging him out the window by his feet. It's only like 5-foot drop to the ground. Anyway,
The window, which is more than half his height.
That's his entire height, Jimmy.
No, he's
Alright.
only like 3.5, 2.5.
If it's a 5-foot drop and he's 3.5 foot tall. More than twice? Almost
He's only
twice?
2.5 foot tall. He's only 2.5 foot.
if it
Why
has
are we
something to
bullying
do
the
with
little
Parnormal.
one? Because the little one
I was
is
gonna
a
let it
fucking
go on for a while.
twat.
Yeah, bullying wouldn't be the proper word either.
We're hazing him because he's bad.
He doesn't have a whole lot of filter, shall we say, and we're trying to teach him some.
He doesn't have understanding
We're
of
probably the
consequences.
worst people to teach somebody about a filter.
Zach has a point.
Definitely, but we all do know
Dude,
how.
Yeah, but we can all function in society without getting in trouble.
Do as we say, not as we do.
We do respect people.
Yeah, that's
That's
thing.
one thing he lacks.
That's one thing most of our generation lacks, and under us, no one respects anyone anymore.
Does it have anything to do with paranormal?
Mm?
Then put your hand down.
Define.
Put your hand down, no question this time.
Okay, any other questions?
I like how Tim was just like, you know what, fuck it, that sounds good.
I don't like dealing with stupid. And he is definitely stupid.
We're all dumb. Alright.
It's not exactly a small club.
Now,
It's a pretty massive club in this community.
pretty much every human being in the world can claim stupid on something. Like, try to get Stephen Hawking to play a sport.
That would be fucking hilarious.
Or who was it? Steven Spielberg. Can I have him type in a computer like Steven Spielberg?
Stephen Hawking. Oh.
Wasn't you the one that said Steven
Yeah,
Spielberg?
We thought he was trying to get Steven Spielberg to type like Stephen Hawking, but no, he was just reiterating what Timmy said. We'll just get Stephen Hawking to make a movie and Steven Spielberg to fucking theorize something about a black hole or some shit.
Steven
No.
Spielberg gets to play Stephen Hawking.
No, they're not right, Ned.
I don't think Steven Spielberg acts. I think he's just a director.
Yeah, he's just a director.
Oh, my bad.
I don't know. He might act.
He might cast Stephen Hawking in something.
No, Steven Spielberg has to be Stephen
That'd be
Hawking.
some good acting, wouldn't
Oh, we are dicks.
Have you ever seen Rooster Teeth? They have a guy in a wheelchair that has the same kind of degenerative disease, and he does skits with them. But he can actually talk. He doesn't need the computer, but he's got the same disease where he's malformed, so he has a power wheelchair. And sometimes they'll in one of the skits they put a little computer on his chair, so he was Stephen Hawking.
Alright,
So,
I didn't know that.
what?
Question. You get one chance. If it's done,
And
you
one
get 0
opportunity.
chances.
This is everything you ever wanted.
Stephen Hawking
In
said
one
in
moment,
a news report, we
Would
must
you
leave
capture
Earth.
it? Or just let it slip.
It'll be a fireball 500 years. Probably.
Nobody got the Eminem reference.
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
We just didn't want to.
I thought you guys was gonna break out into song. That was gonna be.
I was going to, but I forgot I was going to about your second thing, and then I forgot what came after it, so I just started ignoring. I'm like, God damn it! Now I'm dumb.
I was hoping after I finished that, everybody in the room just break out in song.
I didn't hear what you said because I was trying to explain his question.
Okay.
Titties and bear.
As a human race, we're pretty much killing the Earth. Everybody knows that. We don't care.
Pretty much. After we're dead, I really don't care what happens after I die. So.
I kind of do. I have kids.
Yeah, if I have children, I'll try to worry about it.
I have tons of children. They're just
Well,
pushing down the toilet.
We'll let them tough it out.
But with the population, there's no way we can.
I'm kidding. I'm not that big an asshole.
No, Zach talks like he's the toughest guy on the Earth, but the rest, pretty much like the rest of us, we're all softies.
Pretty much.
We'll get a fight if we need to, but we're pretty well soft when it comes to dogs. That's about it. We all love dogs.
What do we think about
That's the shit
transhumanism,
on the
robotic
sidewalk,
AI,
isn't it?
and self-driving cars? You know what? If that car can drive safely and I can take a fucking nap, I'm fine.
I think it will be super boring to not drive my own car, so I don't want it.
Yeah.
I'm bored enough driving, so I don't care.
He drives for a living, it sucks for him. Be awesome for me. You would lose your job though, dipshit.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, you would.
No, because even self-driving cars are... Well, eventually maybe, but even self-driving cars have to have an operator in the seat. Because they're not trusted enough.
Okay, but would you be considered an operator on a self-driving car? Because wouldn't you have to know how this, wouldn't you have to know how a self-driving car works in case something actually malfunctions other than just not hitting the brake?
No, it's still set up... Self-driving cars are still set up like regular cars. You can drive them like regular cars.
Yeah, but what happened? Like, would you be able to?
Yeah, you'd be able to just fucking take control right from that if something happened. So as long as you have a driver's license, technically you can drive a self-driving car.
But
In the
then-
current state.
But then you couldn't nap.
Good point.
Robotics sounds freaking awesome.
You can.
I'm thinking about ripping off my arm and making synthetic arm out of that synthetic muscle that can lift 3 times the weight. Just
That'd
put
be
the
wicked.
same amount of muscle of my arm. I'd have 3 times the power, though I'd probably yank my fucking dick
I
right
was
off.
about to say, imagine the masturbation you could do with that.
Just ah!
You
Fuck!
can go forever. Oh God, I gripped too hard.
We're all horrible people.
Question.
One chance.
Shut the fuck up in the peanut gallery.
Question. Don't listen to him.
Maximum overdrive.
Zach gave you your chance.
Self-driving cars. All I've got to say is
And
look
let's
up
go.
the movie Maximum Overdrive.
Did you forget your question, or are you not gonna? Bitch, that.
You just fucking had it.
Yes, watch the movie Maximum Overdrive.
Watch
ACDC. ACDC.
Watch.
Self-driving cars,
Todd.
computers that think for themselves, eventually will
What is
start
it about?
Eventually will
What
start
is it
thinking
about?
they're smarter than their creator.
Terminator.
Watch
Computers that think for themselves will eventually start thinking, well, what do I need the creator for?
Eventually,
They want to put us in an animal zoo, which is why I don't want to give
the problem with here's the problem with AI, and here's going to be the problem with AI completely. AI can only learn what humans know. They will never be able to learn themselves. Well, they'll be able to learn themselves, but they can only learn off of knowledge we come up with.
At this point now, eventually computers might be able to extrapolate a thought process.
You're talking about becoming sentient.
Sentient, yes.
But-
Robotics sounds awesome. I want a little robotic maid that isn't a little fucking Roomba running around sweeping.
But even then, AIs can learn and develop like us. Even now, they have AIs that are more than sentient. There's actually a country in the world that has a citizen that is a robot.
There was a robot that they made that was an AI, and one of the first things it said, like 2 weeks after it was made, is, "I want to put you guys in a people zoo."
They said that?
It said something along those lines.
I've never heard any of these things.
Yes, it said it wanted to put
Google
us in a people
AI
zoo.
was shut down because it invented its own language.
That also. Wasn't it the one that said something about a people zoo?
I bet that was a hack. I bet somebody hacked that AI just to fuck with Google.
The fact of the matter, as with all things, originally the human species used religion as a way to teach morals.
What's the difference between artificial intelligence and ghosts? Well, spirits are supposed to be past people, not something we've created.
Is he saying trying to put like a spirit into something to give it its intelligence? Like spirit power?
Well, I mean, eventually they're thinking about doing brain operations to move your brain into a fucking robotic body.
Really?
Futurama's a possibility. Like how they have the brains in the jar.
God, I hope not.
God, I hope not.
I hope so.
I hope so, actually. Yeah, I'm going with him. Freeze me for the next 1,000 years. Fuck it.
Fuck it, let's find out what it looks like.
I'm gonna be dumb as shit to them.
Walt Disney froze?
Supposedly,
Pretty sure.
yes.
A lot of people are supposedly frozen cryogenically.
I thought there was Walt Disney and one other person. I thought they
There's
had
a
two.
there's a few very rich
Difference
people.
between a spirit and artificial intelligence. Or a spirit, a spirit is something that still possesses a sense of self.
Ray Kurzweil. Ray Kurzweil says that in 20 years they can transfer into a cloud mind. So in other words, that would be every AI thinking together.
Oh God,
That would be
that
the
would
problem.
be Skynet.
If you've ever
That would
watched,
be,
if you've
yeah.
ever watched Star Trek, that would be the Borg.
That'd be
hive mind.
iRobot. That would be iRobot. That'd be Skynet. All those movies where shit just hit the fan and went bad for the human race.
Yeah.
But
I kind of want to watch iRobot tonight.
but even then,
Smith
eventually,
used to be good.
Eventually AI
I'm thinking
would
about
die out
Sex
without
Trek
humans.
1 through 5.
Sex Trek.
Sex Trek 1 through 5. You just gotta go borrow it from somebody.
It's
Transfer
probably
human
in that
mind
one of
into a
them
cloud
clips.
mind.
No, it's a VHS
Yeah.
tape. We don't have
Okay, yeah, I
magazines.
understand what you're saying. Actually, a lot of VR are thinking about doing something like that, where what it does is it interacts with your, essentially your
Cerebral cortex.
well, it essentially messes with your sleep pattern. When you hit REM sleep, which is the deepest sleep cycle, you
knock
go
the
into
fuck
video
out.
games. No, it puts you in the video game. So instead of playing the video game physically, your mind is playing the video game.
We would be a bunch of fat slobs because we like video games.
And they actually have talked about this. I've heard.
And we'd be sleeping all the
conversations
time.
about
Question.
that. We'd die because we'd probably starve to death.
Probably.
Everybody be on feeding tubes.
And he forgot.
Question. Now, go.
Shouldn't we bury the candle instead of lighting it in other people's houses?
Guys, we should prepare.
No, we are keeping that candle. We're going to put it in Tim's trailer. We're going to have a haunted collection.
And
And
the
we're gonna
trailer's
have a
gonna
whole
burn
room.
down one day.
We're going to have a whole room just dedicated to stuff like that.
And then that whole room's gonna burn down one day.
I'm not going to lie, that was my ultimate goal. When we first went to somebody's house, I wanted to go in with a ring, but I forgot. Because spirits attached to jewelry. I wanted to catch a
Okay,
spirit
hang
and
on,
keep
hang on,
it
hang
locked up. That was my whole...
Okay, he went completely crazy. Guys, we should prepare. Basement whales will be.
What? He's insane now. He's
He's
went
lost
insane.
his mind. He's joined us.
He's one of us!
Welcome!
One of us.
Welcome!
He just joined the insanity.
One
As
of
a-
us! One of us!
As of for the future, I
be
would
awesome.
definitely give up some limbs for robotic parts.
I would like, yes, robotics, I am all for. AI, not so much.
I'd prefer not to give up my limbs. I'd prefer to have exoskeleton suits to give me the strength, so I don't have to give up my limbs. So, you know, if I want to go back to being human, I could just take off the suit. But,
Yeah,
you
but
know.
then what happens when your hand gets smashed and you have to give up your limb anyway? If
Well,
you're a
fair
robot,
enough.
you just take off the fucking hand, you put another one on.
If you're a robot, you might not even smash it. It might just be like, huh,
Ding.
that tickled.
Yeah, I would straight up give up both arms and legs if I could be a robot test subject.
Am I the only one that remembers Spider-Man 2? Doc Ock.
Doc Ock.
Oh,
But he
God.
didn't give up limbs, he just had
He just
extra.
added
Had
four.
extra.
He just added 4 tentacles.
It wound up going.
But he was
He went straight Japanese there.
tentacle porn.
I'm glad you caught that reference.
Where'd we go? Anyway.
Right back to the porn.
Yeah.
Everything is about porn because we're teenage and Tim. We're teenage males and Tim.
I'm pretty sure all of us are in our 20s, and except for Blake.
We're fucking close enough.
And the 5-year-old.
And the 5-year-old.
I'm a teenager now.
Hey!
I like how
You
he
say you're
starts to
10
get
now?
Younger. He was 8.
He's 13.
He was 8, then he was 6, now
Now
he's 5.
Give it a second, he'll be 3.
Give it a second. He won't even be existing yet. He'll be in the
Child
womb.
molester Chip. He was 8 before he was 7.
Ah.
That's not a very good child molester.
You kicked my dog, I ought to kick you!
That's
Remy,
a little
come here.
distasteful.
Come here.
Now I'm a pillow.
Come here. Come here, Remington. Get
Why is Zach so silent? Because he's making very perverted jokes that he doesn't want you to hear.
Come here, Remington.
I've been about half vocal tonight.
My dog's lazy as shit.
Remy.
If she didn't
All
come
right,
to me, she's
so-
not coming to you.
What's the
Daddy.
plan for next weekend? The next weekend you guys are off, or should we wait till next week to discuss this?
you have any ideas what we should talk about next week?
Yeah, that was for you to decide. What are we talking about next week?
A link between paranormal and artificial intelligence, maybe?
We just had a big topic on
I don't know. We all have
Yeah,
decided that no
we
one
haven't
wants.
done a whole lot of study.
Maybe.
Are we
there's
actually
more-
supposed to study these topics? Because I pull shit out of my
fuck
brain.
no.
that. Pretty much me too.
I pull shit out of my
But
brain.
but maybe in the future they'll come up with a way to essentially cross planes. Like instead of time travel, we just cross dimensions.
What about Bigfoot or aliens?
We talk about multiverse shit or what?
Oh yeah, no. Let's talk about Bigfoot. Fuck it.
Bigfoot.
Let's go simple.
Different areas.
Because
Bigfoot.
we've been talking
feats.
ghosts pretty much all these podcasts. So.
Well, I mean, yeah. But most of our paranormal adventures are us
For the
ghost
most
hunting.
part, yeah.
We've
Because-
been on Bigfoot hunts like 3 times and never even had. I think we had someone yelled back at us once.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty sure they just
Over
told us to
82.
shut the fuck up.
No, they were like.
No, that was at Moonville. Remember, we yelled.
Oh, yeah.
And the paranormal chief from Chicago was over there. They yelled,
I don't know
and
where I was.
both of us were like,
Working.
"What the hell?"
Working.
That's the that's actually a lot of Bigfoot investigators' theory that they're over here investigating Bigfoot, and another group they have no idea is over there also investigating Bigfoot,
And
and
they're
they're
just
both
yelling back
calling
to
to
each
each other.
Knock 3 times. Dum, 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 dum. If it repeats, you know it's a fucking paranormal group. Because there's no way Bigfoot knows that knock.
He's heard it enough.
Dun dun. Then Bigfoot just steps in. We hear a third knock from somewhere. What the fuck was that?
Except that knocks down a goddamn tree.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
hear knock knock. Well, that was Bigfoot.
Well, we're going this way.
Yep, we're out. Fuck that. We found
I'd
him.
run toward it. I don't give a fuck. I would hug a Bigfoot.
That's actually the difference between normal people.
Charlie will
and
be
paranormal.
in history as the man who stabbed Bigfoot 27 times before death.
I'm not sure if I can make 27, but 13 is the record for bears, and I say it'll be about the same.
Probably not. Bigfoot has opposable thumbs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe
Bigfoot,
two.
Bigfoot has thumbs. I just gotta get behind him and start stabbing the shit out of him. Now,
You
I'm
might get more than 13 that way if
Yeah.
you can stay out of his arm's reach.
I might just ride him like a pony until I die.
Hopefully
like-
he's got short arms like me.
Just like piggyback ride that shit. Or maybe he might
He
be.
doesn't.
How to capture? Okay, next, Tasm wants us to talk about how to capture a ghost in the computer next week. So that we'll go on that discussion. Is it possible? So
Does the ghost
We'll
like porn?
probably because everyone does. All right, we'll see you guys. Well, I'll see you, Tazum,
See y'all.
in the next stream podcast. But I'm thinking we're gonna be moving over to Twitch next week. I'm gonna try Twitch instead of YouTube. YouTube is kind of going to shit, like in a handbasket. So, we'll try. I'm gonna try moving over there. So, I might stream on both because this doesn't take a whole lot of Wi-Fi to do, and doesn't take a lot of CPU power. So I may just stream on both.
Or maybe my computer will be here.
Even with your fucking computer here, it's not gonna matter. I still gotta stream on mine because I'm not setting everything up on yours. I'm lazy. You little bitch. Alright, so we'll talk to you guys next week. Peace out!
Deuces.